Hello everyone, I'm Robert McLoyne and I'll be explaining how I did tic-tac-toe for my college project. Now my game of tic-tac-toe had two screens, the title screen and the game screen. The title screen held the title, a background, and a simple button with which applied to a load application. So it simply loaded the level that I specified, in this case, the game screen. Now, in the game screen, I had a few different ideas and had to work with them to get it to work. My first idea was to have all the X's and O's in the corresponding spots on the game board, the 9 empty spaces on the grid. There would be a Boolean that would register whether it was player 1's turn being true or player 2's turn being false. When this Boolean is true, upon clicking the space on the grid, which I registered using a button and made it transparent, that button would place an onClick function, an onClick script, which would tell the X to become active. And when the Boolean was false, it would make the O active. However, after being clicked once, the button would destroy itself, meaning you don't have to worry about clicking the same spot and having an O appear in the same location. My initial problem was having the button register whether the Boolean was true or false. And after I got that working, I had another issue with the boxes, the locations, empty spaces. The X's and O's did not switch between them. So I changed up my thinking. I got rid of the buttons, having an extra set, and possibly messing up which location it was. I used box colliders instead to try and in the script, I had to game the script that held the Boolean to switch between player 1 and 2. Upon registering, it would realize, hey, this is false, so it would then set the O to active, and if it's true, it would set the X to active. And once again, I set it upon clicked to destroy itself at the end. While it did register between player 1 and player 2, it did not switch the X's and O's. So I tried one more theory and put all three of my spots, the empty locations of the box colliders, the X's and the O's, in an enum, to try and get them to switch using 1 and 2 being the X's and O's. However, my coding was off and I could not successfully do so. So regrettably, I had to use a quick tic-tac-toe tutorial to see how professionals actually did this code. There will be a link in the description below to the video that I used for reference. Now, they were actually using a very similar concept to what I was doing, or I guess I was doing a concept similar to what they did. They also use box colliders and X's and O's used in an enum. However, unlike me, they were using a spawn script, spawn code instead. So whenever it was clicked using an onClick script, the spawn script would spawn the corresponding X or O using the enum and a quaternion identity variable. This would actually register the location on the game board based off of the empty box using the box collider as the location. The quaternion identity meant there was no transformation, no rotation, it is simply a point on the screen. So upon clicking it with a simple if statement, if it was registered as an X or a cross, upon clicking, it would destroy the box collider and spawn an X in the corresponding location. If that was not true, else it would destroy the box collider and spawn an O. With this, the code successfully worked, and now with the corresponding click, it even used a simple text variable with the text screen. The text object has the word turn, and in the instructions itself, the text instruction, so upon clicking the turn, upon clicking the box, it would say turn and add the name of the player's turn. If it was X's turn, it would say cross. If it was O's turn, it would say not, clearly separating the two players' turns. And everyone, that is how I made tic-tac-toe for my college project.